Hey, and welcome to another episode of Hot Mic Cold Tea. I'm your girl Vaz V. Of course, my co-host Christy B is here. And tonight we are going to be talking about a lot of tea because our mics always stays hot and our tea always stays cold. And yeah, we're going to be covering some Netflix shows tonight.
Hot mic, cold tea with the shady unfolds. Red flag or nah with the real gets told. We petty for real, never on chill. Watching our show, you know the tea gon' spill. Let the grown folks speak. This show not for the weak. Put the truth in the cup, drama mix it up. Talk split, get checked. We don't play. Ayy, mic check 1 2 1 2. And if you want the tea, then you should come through. Mic check 1 2 1 2. It's Christy B, official beats, advise V with the news. Mic check 1 2 1 2. And if you want the tea, then you should come through. Mic check 1 2 1 2. It's Christy B, official beats, advise V
You
with
are
the
my
news.
fucking best friend. Who are you?
I think we do good Netflix or just reviews on
Yeah,
documentaries.
I think so too. We do, for sure. I got some more I want you to watch too.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, if you want to know what to watch next, you might want to just stop here from now on so we can tell you if it's good, if it's bad, and the bullshit that comes along with it. So let's get into the episode. So Christy B decided to tell me to watch The False Prophet on Netflix. I want to hear your thoughts before I get into my rant about the situation.
To be honest,
Wait, let's provide some context background about the show, about the documentary. So it is a documentary about a false prophet. He's a narcissistic child molester, to put it frankly. He used his religion of the LDS Church to convince, coerce, brainwash several women into believing that he is a actual prophet of God. I'll let you take over from here.
to me, the most disturbing part was there were 9-year-old children, girls that he was supposed to be married to. Mind you, all of them were supposed to be married to him, but none of them actually got married.
No, they were never. None of them were legally married. By the way, this took place in Utah. Again, because
Everything goes down in Utah.
it has to be the lack of oxygen. Because
I mean,
yeah, the craziness happens in Utah.
clearly.
So here's my take on the situation. Never been in the LDS church. I don't know what their actual religion is. I don't know what they actually believe. But if they believe in the Bible and they studied the Bible, you're not going to convince me that you thought this motherfucker was a prophet of God by his actions. And you're not going to convince me that they were so, oh my God, he's my husband. Oh, he should have sex with my children.
Listen, they were ready to die about him.
Yes.
They had the guns ready.
Yes. But how do you allow your child to have sex with a grown man while you're having sex with another woman beside him?
In the same room.
And then say, oh, I didn't know that was not right.
They were teaching, they were grooming, they were coaching these little girls to believe that he was a prophet. He's the only key to the kingdom.
And then he was trying to convince the Queen of England, y'all. The Queen of fucking England. Now, this ain't no shit that happened years ago. Well, it happened years ago, but it ain't happened like 10 years ago. This shit happened like 3-4 years ago. He wanted the Queen of England. He was convinced that the Queen of England, he said God told him the Queen of England belonged to him.
They made a video. Music video with the girl singing and him telling a story about him marrying these little girls. They were all standing around. This was a joke. It was a fucking joke. I don't really understand the logic behind it. I'm looking at this like, just like you said, he's a pedophile. I feel like all of them, because it was a few older women, they all played their part and they should all be in jail.
They should. They should.
The biggest thing to me, not the biggest thing, but one of the other issues for me was that they had $150,000 for bail. Where y'all getting this money from? Who else are you scamming? Because you are clearly scamming these people that are in your house. So where are you getting the money from? Because you didn't have a job.
Yeah.
I know that they said the women were out and they were cleaning houses and they were building things and doing. You're not making that much money. Women are not making that money.
Maybe they accumulated it over the years.
So then you gave your whole life savings
Yeah.
for someone who is a prophet.
Yeah. Which I would never believe why anybody would think that God wants you to be broke and struggling.
It's just crazy.
I don't believe that. And
Yep.
the women, to me, it seemed like they had low self-esteem, so they needed something to believe in.
It was a fucking cult.
It was definitely a cult.
Some people, I mean, well, all of the cults are quote unquote holy and about the church, and this is the way to go. And I'm the closest person to God, right? This is how they all start out.
Right.
So I'm not shocked about that, but I'm shocked at the fact that you got caught and arrested the first time and you try to get away with these kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
FBI was on your ass.
Yeah.
But
not to mention the other guy had just got caught not too long ago. And he was taking pictures with the young wives. Oh, but he said he didn't get the wives pregnant though. And he wasn't taking pictures with them. And they weren't allowed to be with him in the YouTube video.
This is what he looked up to though.
It is.
Can't think of his name, but
he was trying to
watch that other documentary too, right?
Get arrested like he did.
Mm-hmm. But he ended up getting arrested like he did.
Yeah, he did.
I'm so confused. The hands hanging out of that little ass box trailer, and none of them girls wanting to be like, "Oh my God, please help me."
Yeah, because I feel like that was staged.
Like what?
Like why your hands outside of the?
I think
that was help. That was a sign for help.
Yes, absolutely. And they were like, "Oh no, they were trying to hold the trailer doors together because they weren't secure." They wanted somebody to see them.
They wanted somebody to see them.
Did you see how happy they got when they went to the Target?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they got to actually wear clothes? And we're talking about teenager. These are 14, 15, 16-year-old girls. They got excited.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Like, no children act like this. Teenagers don't act like this.
They were groomed since birth. And then I want to know what age he actually started having sex with these girls. Because I want to believe it was like 5 or 6.
It had to be because a 9-year-old little girl. There's no boys around.
Yeah.
Like, y'all were in school prior to that. He took you out of school.
Took you out of school to have sex with you all day.
And then bought another house down the block so he could take you to. 22 girls in a bed. In 2 full-size beds or 2 queen-size beds in one room. So he could fuck on y'all all day. While the older ones was at another house.
Right. That he didn't really want. He just used them as like, well, no, I'm married to actual adults.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
and your mothers are there. Why? They know that you at another house getting raped.
Yeah. That's crazy. I want to know who started this. Like, okay, I understand that this religion believes in polygamy or believes in polygamy, right? But at what point did the polygamy started being pedophilia?
Station.
Because why? It's bad enough that you're a polygamist, but now we're marrying children. We're having sex with children. Why?
9 and 10-year-old little girls.
Why? How can a 10-year-old be your wife? And is that really what we're doing? We're really saying, "Oh, this is my wife," to mask the fact that this is a child, and I'm doing something that is a sin, but I'm saying I'm a prophet.
You're sick.
And is it just me, or did you see him and it gave off a devil vibe?
It definitely did. It gave off creepy. It gave off control. And I think if you look at how he looks, he probably was never picked first.
Never.
He ain't never got no pussy.
Never.
He just happened to be connected to someone who was a prophet to these women, and then they just decided to follow him after he got locked up. He was.
You think that's what it was? Those were the other man's wives?
Yeah, I think so. Because all of them worshipped him. All of them did. All of them were under this one guy. All of them. Even the guys, they were too. They were under him after he went to jail. This motherfucker stepped in. But he's short, he's fat, he's ugly, it's nothing about him that says, ooh, you might be the one. I think I'm gonna do this.
Exactly.
Like nothing. And then on top of that, he looks vindictive. He looks like just not what you, I guess, would assume somebody who gets a lot of women looks like. So why not bring children in it too?
True.
He looks like he's creepy as fuck. Like he rides around in a white van.
Yes. Nothing about him gave me prophet.
At all.
It gave me pedophile and it gave me the devil.
Creepy. Very.
And that's what I'm saying. These older women, there's no way you're going to convince me that they did not know that they were not following a prophet.
Did you see them?
I refuse to believe it.
But did you see them?
I did. That's why I said they had low self-esteem and they needed something to believe in. Because I'm not convinced. You knew exactly what you were doing. You knew exactly you were not following a prophet or God's word. No.
And the fact that he made them write in journals, I love you so much. I love you so much. Like you on a fucking chalkboard at school when you gotta write, I will not hit this person ever again. Like, so fucking creepy.
Ridiculous.
These girls knew nothing. But what I want to know is if they're going to do a second part to go back and check on all of these little girls.
True.
And the fact that lady who actually did the documentary was so, like, invested. Like, she seemed like she really cared about these girls.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they turned on her and sent her all them nasty-ass messages after they found out she had something to do with it.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then he tried to take that other lady's children.
Yeah.
Which was...
Because he found out she was talking to the FBI. Yeah. But my thing is, how did he have access to check your children? You gave him custody of your children?
This is what I'm trying. Clearly. Because he wasn't the father.
No, he wasn't. But the father was letting him have sex with his daughters while he having sex with his wives right next to him. Now what? Come on now.
It's not that much.
That gives you God vibes.
It's not that much brainwashing in the world.
It's not.
You did it because you wanted to.
You wanted to.
It's no way. You was pretty much pimping your children out. It's no way I pimp Tyler out. That is crazy. Yeah. What? Yeah. You pimp your kids out for this old ass, creepy ass man that you think is a fucking prophet. It's nothing that said prophet. And then this motherfucker, what pissed me off is that he's riding around in a fucking Bentley.
Yeah.
Where did you get that from, sir?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
They walking around looking fucking stupid. Raggedy ass clothes. The same fucking clothes. What? And you got these young girls having your babies.
Yeah. I want to know how he's going to prison. I really want to know how he's going to prison.
You already know.
Because
that thing
wide. Because ain't no women there. You better really get into your religion. Because
people like that, he deserved it. You were raping children in the fucking story. I don't care what else you did. And the little
none about that makes what about that makes that attractive? I don't understand.
It's a control thing. I don't think a lot of them, I mean, some of them may be attracted to little girls. I don't get it. I don't know how. But I think it's a control thing.
Insane.
Say
what it is.
Disgusting.
Yes. But if you want to watch something, go watch that on Netflix. It's called The False Prophet. Trust me, The False Prophet. Mm-hmm. And yeah. What rating would you give that documentary? I mean, besides the bullshit that's in it.
I think the documentary was put together well. I mean, they did it for a whole year.
Yeah.
literally passing evidence to the FBI for a whole year. And my whole thing is, why the fuck did it take that long?
Because she couldn't give the FBI enough evidence to prove that he was sleeping with the young women, the young girls. That's why.
I guess.
That's why. Because it's consensual if it's an adult. Even if he has a thousand wives, they weren't legally married. So it's just an orgy at that point. Like, whatever. But the children, they needed this evidence to arrest him for that. But the fact that they stopped him with that trailer opened up Pandora's box because those children was hiding in the back of that trailer. Yeah. So that helped their investigation.
The little girl coming out with her arms up.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Disgusting. How she jumped down out of that trailer.
The fact that 9-year-old was like, "Oh, I'm about to get my AR-15 when the FBI raided the house." I mean, okay. So if you brainwash them that much, and they know that the shit was wrong. If she knew that if the FBI come, I need to get my gun. Exactly. She knew that it was something wrong with the situation. Period.
Well, she's a kid. But like they only know what you teach them and what you tell them. So I don't really think she knew. I won't say that. I'll say that I don't really think they probably went into detail as to what this is, right? Because all of them knew how to shoot.
For a reason.
Exactly, to shoot.
For a reason.
But back to your question. If I was to rate this, I feel like with everything that I've seen just based off the documentary itself, it was very informative. I would give it 4.5.
Really want to do some more. I want to do, and I don't have the time at the moment, but when I do get the time, I want to do some real research in the LDS church.
Yeah.
And the polygamy aspect of it. Because Cody Brown was a polygamist. And to my knowledge, he wasn't having sex with no children. He just had 4 wives.
Right.
Illegally. So
where's the split up? Where's the breakup?
Didn't they leave Utah because they thought that they was about to get caught by the authorities? But this dude is having sex with women? I mean, and little girls in Utah?
I mean, people make it what the fuck they want to make it. That's just what it is. Just like and this is no shade to Muslims, but I know some Muslims that smoke and drink. I know some Muslims who do not. So maybe it's just different levels or different dominations to this one,
People just making their own interpretation of their religion then.
Yeah. A lot of people do.
Well, they do. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But then what he's doing, what the guy before him was doing, what many others have done, is not making that religion look any brighter.
But people are intrigued when they feel like they don't fit in, when they feel like they're not good enough, when they feel like they just want to belong. You find these places and it's like, okay, well, let's see what it's about. Then you got just curious motherfuckers that want to do something new. They probably don't have no family, don't have no friends. They move to a new place and boom, here you go. I got 500 friends. You never know what the motives may be. Either way, it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it's definitely disgusting. For sure.
Stop it. Just cut it the fuck out.
Yeah. Okay. So, next show, The Predator of Seaview, which is also on Netflix. Go check that out.
This is all Netflix documentary.
On Netflix. And this one is about a company that was made in Spain that was pretty much convincing college students to come to Spain to study abroad. And the owner of the company was taking advantage, drugging, and raping the women who were coming to study abroad. And denying all of it.
Another one of those situations where it's like, really? If you got to do all that to rape somebody, baby.
Yeah.
Please, it's too much.
Yeah.
But when he brought these girls here, he would show them around the city, get them drunk, go back to their hotel rooms with them, and start playing board games and getting comfortable with them. And then he would start, saying, well, let's get a little bit more comfortable. And he would take his pants off and, you know, one girl was like, I was just kind of sitting there and he took his pants off and put the pillow in front of him and then kept asking us to take off our bras and like shirts and like different things like that. Shortly after, she said she passed out. She didn't know what happened. She woke up. She was really groggy. She couldn't see. She was dizzy. She tried to make herself to the bathroom. And mind you, she was with two other girls that were supposed to be her friends. They were in the bathroom with this guy in the shower naked. She opens the door, see them, and slams it back. When she slams the door back, she said they then opened it and they ran out of the bathroom. She was raped that night. These are your friends.
They weren't her friends because they act like they didn't even know what happened when clearly she told them.
Yeah. Disgusting. And she was really brave. I will give her that.
She was.
She found so many women
Yeah.
had done this too, and nobody ever listened.
Yeah.
Some of them never talked about it because they were too embarrassed to.
Or they didn't remember because he
Yeah, or
drugged them.
they didn't remember. And in her case, she was embarrassed until she finally broke down and told her parents. And then she started putting things online, like, if you know this company, like, do you know this person? Like, this is what he did to me. Thousands of women reached out and said that he had done the same thing to them. Insane. It's real predator.
The calculation to start a company to solicit colleges to allow students to come study abroad. Like, these kids are thinking they're going to Spain to study abroad, like have a good time, like see another country and study while they're in, you know what I'm saying, in school, have that experience. And meanwhile, your whole motive is to rape American women.
Yeah, that was it.
They're already paying your company to come over there, and your motive is to rape them, drug and rape them. You had nothing better to do with your life or your money.
And the fact that he was so arrogant to sit down one of the people who worked for him and say, you're going to hear some things about me, but they're not true. I promise you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
He will literally take these girls to bars to get them drunk.
And they get them drunk again in their rooms. Like, you're a creeper.
And these girls trusted him.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's our tour guide.
Yeah.
He knows all the hot places. Like, he knows where to go. He knows what to do. They trusted him.
Yeah.
Not that I would ever trust you that much to come back to my fucking room.
No.
But when you're already intoxicated, you're having a good time. I don't blame them. They were victims for sure. I don't blame them. But
the boldness, though, like, he took his pants off. Like, y'all gonna do what the fuck I want you to do, type shit. Okay, sir.
yeah, it's exactly what it was.
Knew the language barrier was gonna be an issue for a lot of them because they didn't speak Spanish.
That's why I always say, if you don't know the language, don't go there.
Well, I think there should have been a American liaison that worked.
But it was his company, so why would he hire somebody to be like, nah, like
I mean, for the schools should have had a liaison.
go with them.
So yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, the school trusted the company.
Yeah,
So.
because there have been many trips from these different schools, and nobody ever said anything.
Yeah.
Nobody ever reported that this is what was happening.
Yeah, pedophiles.
Disgusting.
Rapers.
For no reason, though. For no reason. Because in this case, he wasn't a bad looking guy. Like, he really didn't have to do that.
He did because
Like,
he had low self-esteem.
he chose
To do what he did.
to. And that just goes back to the control issue. It's a control thing. You want to feel like you're here, and I'm here. You have the upper hand over me. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. And the fact that it went on for that long.
That long. It went on for years.
Yeah.
He was doing the same thing. And he didn't, like, this is the thing, he didn't switch shit up. Like,
No,
like, to a T.
No, he did not. No,
How stupid can you be? I guess he was just banking on nobody not saying that.
And they didn't for a long time.
For a very long time. They did not.
Well, that is The Predator of Seaview on Netflix. Go watch that. Go watch, trust me, The False Prophet. Okay, what do you rate this documentary?
For her courage, I give it a 3.5. It wasn't great to me. I don't think anything changed. I just think everything was kind of like this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But
after you guys watch it,
it wasn't
give us
bad.
your ratings on the documentaries.
It wasn't
We'd love
bad.
to see it. So, yeah. And we will come back for more with more tea and more shows and more ratings. And yeah, so that is the show for tonight. See ya.